So, again, being the content, it's free advertising. Well, this is the other side of the coin. Let me give you a bit of context from this side of the coin, in that being the content means you actually are going to be the interviewee. So rather than actually providing the content and actually soliciting the magazines and providing them content, they're actually coming to you saying, hey, I want to interview you on this particular space. We're writing an article about how cars are causing all the back pain for Australians, and I want to speak to somebody about a physio's opinion on back pain. I'm writing a report for a trade journal about management and the issue they're having with compliance these days and the new government laws and stuff like that. They need an expert to actually comment on that sort of stuff. So it's about them coming to you and positioning you as an expert. So rather than being an author, you are the industry commentator. So the best thing is it's free advertising. You're not paying to actually get in this space. They're coming to you and you're being spoken about in free advertising. It's not interruptive. Again, one of the things I was saying earlier about AdWords and how it's so successful and why it's so successful is because it's non-interruptive. People are actually actively there looking for that information. Same goes for the media. If someone buys a magazine, they're buying it for the articles, not the actual advertisements. If they're looking at watching Today Tonight, they're watching it for the actual segments. I don't know why they watch it for the segments, but they do. And they actually are there, not watching it for the ads. So it's non-interruptive. You actually are giving them, or you're being positioned right in front of them where they want you to be. They're actually where the eyeballs are. And again, it's that halo effect that keeps coming up because you're not an advertiser. Traditionally, when someone sees an advertisement in a magazine, they turn off or they put their filter on. They'll read the advertisement, but with their filter going, they're saying this sort of stuff, I don't know if it's true, they're trying to pitch me, they're trying to sell, they're trying to make me open my wallet. If you're featured in an article about that sort of stuff, it's a lot different because they're a lot more relaxed in that state. Their actual mind and their mentality is different when they're reading an article from reading advertising. So the way to actually get this exposure as being the content is by doing press releases, actually getting your name out there and saying, I'm available for interviews, I'm available to comment, and this is what I want to comment on, and doing press releases. So what I want to go through is actually how press releases work, what's the purpose of a press release, and give you a bit of a template. So you actually go home tomorrow and start writing up some templates and some press releases, and actually giving this a shot and try and get some exposure for your niches and niches. So what is a press release? Basically what a press release is it's a sales letter pitching you as the interview. Most people, when they think of a press release, they think of, oh, I want to write a press release and get that published word for word. All it is a sales letter. You're trying to sell the journalist, you're trying to sell the media exec, whoever it might be, to actually consider you as a story. That's what you're trying to do. It's a sales letter. And what you have to do is actually see the end of the story first. One of the things, I speak to a lot of people about who want to do some press release and just help them out and chat about different things. And the release they write is about them. Like, I've just been awarded this, or we do this and we do that. And they expect, the Women's Weekly to write an article about how you sell macrame products. I don't know what it might be. But, readers of Women's Day don't really care about that. It's about where's the story in it. So when you actually write a press release, what you have to actually do is, as Dave was saying before, take it out of your head. What does it go? Out of your head, and then into the reader's mind and go, what do they actually want to read? Why would readers of Women's Day, of Dynamic Small Business, want to read about you? And it's not about you, it's about what you can offer them. What's the story? And then basically what you've got to do when you write that press release is pitch the story. You're pitching the story of how it's going to relate to their readers. What are their readers going to get? Why is it going to be interesting for their readers? So you've got to see that story in mind first. You've got to basically almost write the article yourself. Look at it. Yep, that's the article I want to have written by the journalist. Okay, how do I pitch that? What's in it for their audience?